Into 11 out of 12. Akabo sume bako. Na 2022. Oko. Into was a kind shana nyamedia ma. Na sa ukoto aduani a obi ne oba ko zande.
Oda sorry bia na e
Of course.
Adom kese no anya so be na de achon ya adom kese.
November, we drew November.
Yes. Adom kese no living no akra no. Ye ani etiase no anyina no nyina na esa so.
Absolutely.
Eno ne ya adom kese me da bia me ka say the greatest miracle. Nyankopon ye ne daily basis no e so be da ma de achon. Eno ne the greatest miracle.
Petrol but
never be so sisi. Oh, Nyankopon ma de pa acho no. Ansa na de no be sa acho bi na niam a go through no.
It's in one the pacho.
Oh yes, I know the
1 November 2.
No doubt about that. I know the at the end of the and I'm the greatest miracle in your life.
Yes.
Yes, obeda. Na adiasa timi achon.
Into 1st November no. A monumental milestone.
Yeah.
At least count your blessings. We can draw. Send you see busy with Chroma no. Obia kwa na for no appear toye. Now nemu. Now be call the VIP. Now man for twa ho ahia no amount so. Hey, pele. Onya ni bucket wa. O za be guys petrol now because what's that?
And no dey ko fa no honum za na.
Count your blessings.
Adom no. Say Nyankopon ka so be show them nipa so dey be shira. Enough for mu.
Oh yes, but to be a bear fan.
Oh, Nyankopon tiasi.
Yeah. Okay, Sir Christian, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Obi.
No penny be able call
Adum.
Great.
The chiwa na jese odi aseda me Nyankopon.
Yeah. And that's 1st November.
Of course, 1st November. You started from 8 January. I can't say
but Sir Chris, I saw you know. Na afeno encheba o. I say 1 year na kwa
responsibilities in the doorso.
3 weeks, 4 weeks be now.
Responsibilities in the doorso.
Ay, say na afene ba na wie no. But 2022 dia nyame anim no krenye. Nyame na nkasa ni say abre.
Onze Obi Prof Kina HC course be okay University. Survivor analysis.
Okay.
Unya butra watch ni chain no nchiro. You see na what did 3 times a day. Ukra de no kwaso complain. Ye no yetita anopani enya na no pawo. Tita mani be 11:30 12 mu honum na ho. Now for 11:30 12 na Obi. E fa both breakfast and lunch.
And was where the branch.
No. Now the kukwasa kakra sa na jise numero de akwakoda. Sa na ye no. Eti me bi wiase koni de Obi. De betimi afuto betimi ambo obi a ne se teteniema so. So one teteniema so a you will not survive. And I can say niema kwa na ekosoro. But akotua is static. Sika na wo geno January na timi top petrol. And the same sika na ne kura wo. Enti one teteniema so a sebi de bia ho be kire enti no omono mbo club for no you say once a week unya kwa na ko jai and one the best survive enti say you sorry nyame no oboafo na wankasa no why big tactical na wabomodi atimi atinyama bibribi so nyesa you no survive in this
boys the yen bread news we no go be news we na monti ase
sentra man for tea was the bread now but no de koda you dan comment na
Andy Casillas there. Bread news you know weekend they all you know
na weekend you baby weekend you
me mo Botswana
Mr. Weekend you home baby
now live soft life me ba VIP cry be some say hey oh come on me say me call Casillas na bounce na BMC hey Casillas only El Chapo mo level was El Chapo. Okay, you have ready any share as well. Casillas in a Champions League night and you said teams in be qualified Barcelona and Sevilla there obi anim so more ball Europa League and then one shot na teams this Sporting Lisbon no man Eintracht Frankfurt and then Leipzig ne Marseille no man AC Milan ne Salzburg ne Shakhtar Donetsk no so no omo akwanya so betumi aka teams to me no a omo di ka qualify no you be right games no na predictions o nyina no amount for inside to me aka na then of course Champions League football in area in anyway
Nana Mira say na say the Wadi Kaka and Wadi Kaka say most of the teams send your qualification dada. And you heard the other clubs are almost waiting to qualify 16 teams and I heard him the next round of the competition. Now what Bob so any teams are qualify but and then gamer say attention ever also and of course do not follow a gamer ever so and so a year France UPM Varadrom Stadium Olympic Marseille any Tottenham Hotspur game no Majidi say and don't want attention ebe so na minim so obi one monitor sa game no any players e besi aka and now and of course we home group na ejare boy no me ahwe group D na ya hwe said niam esitie e was our group
enti na Sporting and Frankfurt Marseille Spurs
yes
okay
enti said the group le city ni already the other groups are unhu sa niam we
okay
but we group D na Tottenham Hotspur dey kan 8 points Sporting Lisbon toss 2 or 7 points. Frankfurt toss 3 or 7 points. Olympic Marseille toss 4 almost 6 points. And to the chance say any team able to qualify from this group.
Okay.
And they game no more any of the teams able to qualify from the group. Now I don't know Tottenham Hotspur everybody at here entering Frankfurt but Shannon other somebody at Olympic Marseille. Varadrom Stadium.
And to be where their team be
qualify.
Okay.
As we speak, Obia so normal who say we free and also Kobo Europa League.
Okay.
Obia bet me any qualification because Marseille now that one crown Obi pay table no or 6 points. So we need against Tottenham Hotspur now. Obeko 9 points no. Now Sporting any Frankfurt a draw. Ono kwa bet me at top group no.
Yeah.
I don't know that will be top group no. Into Obian qualify from the group.
Into Marseille go home. Against Spurs. Into Marseille win your 9.
Oko 9. Now say I don't know that for no bet me ability.
Yes. Now Sporting so go home against Eintracht.
Yes.
Asembesi no.
Now Tottenham Hotspur's coach a friend say Antonio Conte is suspended from this game because the last game no onya red card.
Okay.
And no share go bia Hurricane share go video assistant referee disallow go now only referees no tokwa and when red card almost suspended from this game even though only Spurs team in a call France.
Okay.
But there is Spurs supporters now and omo the one in ama Tottenham Hotspur supporters they don't expect any Tottenham Hotspur supporter ever Varadrom Stadium one day because according to police for no first leg na course no
England hono
yes England on acquire Spurs at the Olympic Marseille supporters fast no Marseille ultras no so for mo adwene
okay
na yenim say the Marseille almost ultras no city
no correct
omo so ka omo a
edin pa
enti na game no first leg no images ni bi nie
okay
ntokwa si wo stands ni mo ni ade na nya asem keto a enti oma warning Spurs supporters ni say ema obia ema
ni papa mu no hwe wo TV so a
hwe wo TV so a okay memma because omuntimi
and guarantee
safety but and nipa be draw na so ewo omo objections about side and say so omuntimi and guarantee support safety there omo so any right to host Champions League game.
Listen, we are football.
Until
we no pafa, opa menfa.
Oba de beto
wow problem and they say your whole cup of tea.
Now Olympic Marseille able Tottenham now. Okay, the North London derby. Arsenal Tottenham was.
Yes,
the entire no abemu no. Owe Olympic Marseille team ekuro ma. Wamo ewa Alexis Sanchez, former Arsenal player. Wamo ewa Dimitri Payet. Wamo ewa Mathieu Guendouzi. Wamo ewo Nuno Tavares. Omo was Said Kovacic.
Wow.
Said Kolasinac.
Yeah, Kolasinac.
Players no, some players they decided say because of Arsenal bono ma bodintino. And yeah, say
Spurs be pon ani pa de.
Debi. Enti ene game no bi. Enye game a just say Spurs for no ko fa na hongro so pe and somewhere Marseille for ne can even Alexis Sanchez akase ono or at the time of Arsenal or Spurs be the different joy neighbor.
Okay.
Enti ene game na no aye motivation itself the man no. Arsenal na obo pen no. Aye motivation at the man in the game. Enti ene I asem at the man Tottenham Hotspur team no. E kwai on befa so akonya the 3 maximum points enya qualification from the group no. And I be against Olympic Marseille.
Okay.
Ewo France. Game no England ewo France. And every time game
the Marseille squad no Paulo Lopez na goalkeeper o. Mbemba num nyina ho. Jordan Vertue formerly of AS Roma. Very tough game. Say Christian, my dream course our group D so but say you run into week 6. Now all of the teams in a single group back who can qualify there. I'm say group where I acquire them and acquire the group of death.
The name a say be a group of death no acquire easy for Bayern Munich. But when I name say be anka Tottenham more specific easy no. As we speak now, we move acquire the group of death. But Obi, I think say Tottenham more space and we abre because on my last game no, I think that was against Frankfurt. Ambo Fino. Second the club won that game. Ubo Fie. Second we win is our game na. And Tottenham Hotspur qualify just on that day. And a Tottenham Hotspur Fie a ball draw on that day. And you know, say baby akwa potentially. So her group ni be moi. And no Cresta Tottenham Hotspur na lead. But potentially one shot they may not even qualify for even Europa. So her group ni ye pa na. One shot even Europa League no omo team qualify. And you know, I think say they brought this to themselves. A certain stage where you need to grant the results at all costs. It doesn't matter how you play. Say ball na throw, say nye throw. Senka Tottenham Hotspur an ugly football on that day. Eno winning ya. And can they obiakura and kai how they played, how they won that game? Can you obiasem? But eventually they drop points and on boss 1-1 in that game. But they are playing against Timor. Or also form they said that encouraging. So I Marseille. I think say Marseille last game will lose 2-1 to Eintracht Frankfurt. Or away no lose 2-1. Obi, who shall move over the weekend? Omo take a 2-goal lead. Omo ne air Strasbourg. Omo go 2-0. But you a game no. Na game na pay 2-2. For a team that took a 2-0 lead, utifie na a game no, na game na pay 2-2 there. I think the coach was very, very, very angry. How do you at the time master chance way slip through your hands? The mom form ensanya encouraging say Obi in the last 4 games Marcel Aboro in all competitions Marcel elusu miensa a draw back up. In fact omu wini bi. And then Marcel sabo ofie. Enko bia ho nya dem kra no na nkenya de fie but Marcel omo home form no Obi very very terrible. In fact say ohwe Marcel no Marcel bo fie the last 5 games omo bo fie no Marcel win just 1 pay. And to make matters worse for them say games no body nyina the last 6 games omo bo fie no each one of them bought terminate. So they are yet to even keep a clean sheet, not even talking about away games. Abraham bo fie you are expected to be very strong. Abraham Bofie. But fear not Marcel Airborne. Obi. Marcel Awini just 1 in their last 5. And in the last 6, each one of them bought a tournament. I think it's a very difficult task for Air Marcel. Say Tottenham Hotspur even a draw. I think it can guarantee them qualification to the next stage. Yeah. Adia Boa Tottenham Hotspur Kakrani say Olympic Marcel ain't team share an English team. The last time almost share an English opposition way back in 2010. Since then, anytime Bia Marseille Ebo Champions League, no share an English team ya den sara enkoye emfa mo. But I think the biggest threat, and I say idea have a Tottenham Hotspur in the game, they say the Andy Kaino. They are not having their coach Antonio Conte in their 1-1 drawn game against Air Sporting. Could be red card. It's an ultimate entrance bench. We have first one now, and our first leg now. I'm going to say Marseille 2-0. When I say 2 goals to the Tottenham Hotspur, Richarlison. And Richarlison ain't available. To make matters worse for even them again, Abrante Bakwa are not very instrumental. Tottenham Hotspur attack, you know. Abrante friend Kulusevski. Also, Konya hamstrinker. Also, not available. So other players must step up because they say even draw Kwano at the Tottenham Hotspur drop it to a second position. And potentially, why have Kwano to be qualified? 80 Hurricane, any song there. I think say they need to come to the party because go beba now Branty Freno, Richarlison is available. Now Kulusevski is available there. Say go beba, Tottenham Hotspur, and Hurricane na son. Yeah. So the 2 players and they must come to the party. And I think say one good news for them say Bentancur, any Eric Dyer, any Ivan Perisic, Omunya make returning to this team. Okay. These are quality players. I think say in terms of experience, they've seen it all. Ultimately under team friend Olympic Marseille because Andy Kaka, so Alexis Sanchez, Dimitri Payet, Guendouzi boss now about Champions League be playing. So a very difficult game there, but I think Tottenham Hotspur and team qualifier two teams, they one qualifier, be very big news. Tottenham Hotspur. Say Marseille and qualifier, how but as big as Tottenham Hotspur ain't even qualify. So sometimes in game who wants it more on resource what if be a 20 when they hear resource anymore. And I think Tottenham Hotspur in the game hear resource much more than a team FN Olympic Marseille. So I'm going for a double chance team FN Tottenham Hotspur.
Okay, double chance Spurs.
And I think they need to get a point from this game.
Okay, double chance Spurs.
Yes.
Now Sporting, so any entrant game na ko say.
Sporting. Sporting was 7.
Yeah.
Frankfurt was 7. Sporting nebo fie. Obi, not to make any long story, I think Sporting have done enough to qualify. Frankfurt akwe on and off. On Sedan Kuye, Omunaji Europa League. They tell about Champions League. They say Omu win Europa League. Say last year the German Bundesliga League table now Omu the 11th. Say even the German Omu Europa Cup now, and they don't even have a place in this year's Champions League.
Okay.
7.7 points. Now me bo fie nko ade. I think say I have everything. So that draw crowd now. It still remains 7 points. To better finish ahead of him.
Okay.
It is Sporting Bofie against Frankfurt there. I'm going for a Sporting win over Tima Frankfurt.
So then Sporting never move it to 10 points. So that topic group no say Spurs nya draw benya 9.
Yeah.
No atosumi no na entrant Frankfurt abo.
Tottenham was supposed to be very safe and top the group. They must pick a win.
Yes, of course. But even say Spurs lose Ukraine or Bebo Europa because 8 points depending on results at Marseille Benya, depending on results at Sporting Lisbon Benya over Eintracht so Sporting winning against Eintracht Frankfurt no call 10 points. Now Spurs lose Ukraine, now Spurs Bebo Europa 8 points there or a guaranteed Europa League. Okay, Andy Casillas, young Rem Fufre, young group no so we be okay wo
omu group no dey bibia efa.
Okay.
Omu group dey bibia efa problem be no.
Okay.
Per dey jaredi ato so am ya problem be ni sa group no nti.
Okay.
Ye free mu that group. But from group D, they are group C. How no say no? We group C one out to say omanya we bibia na sa because how no
Barcelona
it's Barca Bebo Europa and they are confirmed. That's a group where bibia ni habi mo.
Bibia ni ahana ankasa dey na. But they all say I'm telling you, Barca send 4 points.
Yeah, Barca 4. But Barca against Victoria Pleasant away from home.
Yeah.
And now Bayern elbow home to
Inter Milan.
Inter no any Jena keke say
yeah.
Send your Bayern for no very reacting and all of that.
But I think Bayern motivation is a Champions League group stage. Bayern Munich about 31 games in the Champions group stage on Lusubi.
Okay.
Bayern Munich we need 28 adromiensa. Say Champions League group stage in Kwadia. They have that record to protect.
Okay.
And Inter Milan for also have a revenge because Obekaya Omutifie na Bayern Munich be 2-0. So I think even though the group top first and second decided there's still some small motivation for the two teams. Metifio be 2-0. So if I have the opportunity, I'll come to your home ground and also beat you.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich a record to protect. 31 games in the Champions League in the group stage. Obian Timi and also Robert Tima protect our record. That's the only motivation. Barcelona will try to have another motivation. Say, team more Champions League and for just 4 points per team film. What I say?
Yeah.
And a Victoria Pleasant. So Obetim sa the group nasa to be more. So far there are 2 teams per and about Champions League na omni point. One of them a Victoria Pleasant. Obi group now they don't have 1 point to cry.
Yeah.
So they we need Obekofie, but it will be much more better. So be at least a point. And now betimi ase Basabi now they are due din kakra na they be Kofie. Dan say one team we need be cry. Now this 0.8 Kofie. We have group no so I think say am I very very terrible. So we have group ni ya they've considered 20 goals and scored just 3. Almost a 3 play. Surprisingly, Andy 3 goals now Victoria Pleasant ase no. Almost etia hwan. Almost 2 etia Bayern Munich. SA1 etia Barcelona. So for a team say 2 goals etia Bayern Munich. A team say 1 etia Barcelona there. I think say umbo fie na basa motivation is any surubia game you o kofi kese mu a you say free home. Motivation or form. But I think say Victoria Pleasant will have that edge say me free mark of fie there. But at least me for 1 point in ko. Now goal difference now minus -17. How do you concede 20 goals in 5 matches and score only 3 goals per? So that's the motivation now. I'm into this, but group ready already decided first and second. The Europa Cup, Europa League, no crowd. I'm say, I'm going to catch the Diego Cup. No, that I continue the Cup.
Okay, a big share group C. No, yes, you himself buying, bet me a drop a Mula, bet me a drop a Alfonso Davids. I bet me a drop who again Choupo-Moting, so there could be places for Gravenberch, Stanisic, Joseph Stanisic, of course, Steven Ulrich ahead of Manuel Neuer. But Inter Milan saw him against Sampdoria, Goa, Nico Barella, no many Angel Correa, no Michel, super goals. Maybe there could be some motivation for Inter, some Munremo or Alianza Arena. Na somunya 3 points Diego Simeone Inzaghi on one and the profile no ebe kosro
but quick one now to investors Abia now koye Lewandowski to score Lewandowski in team now
Barca
arrest Lewandowski
okay
it is obeko investment now be say Lewandowski to score +2 Mesrao
na Oma drop it okay so Ferran Torres best starting
okay Lewandowski almost more resting
okay
first of all I think in a group like this it looks as if Tottenham group and there are things to fight for, but almost all the other groups I had done for a lot of these clubs and who run into match days at the CCA. You don't expect so much because almost every club are run as Bayern Munich and that of Inter Milan. So already these two teams say the start of the Champions League and clubs go in to fight for something, but as it stands now, Bayern Munich himself qualify 15 points so far, 100% record. The only thing Abia he would want to defend and say he want to make records for himself. Say my boy Champions League group phase, Obia Ntimi Anshame, Abia menya 100% record in those 6 matches. Results bisano as Sunday shivers into the spines of your opponent. Say this team the performance in the say in the TNT whenever you are meeting them already the kind of hubi at the atoso and sana I think no maybe a Bayern Munich apart from that said another Christian Ekan Inter Milan would want to prove a point against the same Bayern Munich Lucia grounds now looks a very difficult grounds, a tall mountain for them to climb, but the fact of the matter is that we are players and we would have to do something for ourselves. And then again it is going to be an opportunity for certain players say almost to buy into the game because Bayern Munich a lot of the players are going to be rested. It is a droppy players in Libya. It's an opportunity for a new player. So the supporters of the club, those who follow football, on any day, if this player is not around, club. These are some of the positives. And motivation by a lot of the players' side. Apart from that, the most important thing in that group qualification. And if you've gotten it, what else do you fight for? For me, Barcelona have bought Champions League in arena. Barca and qualify from this particular group. Still mind-boggling. Or Barcelona investment players Sika spend any idea to this time. Now a lot of the Barcelona faithfuls per Juma Kakra Xavi last season. A glimpse of what Xavi is going to bring on board. Until they had that kind of trust and the feeling coming into a new season on one players. Now things are going to work out for the coach, but unfortunately turning out say I'm the coach and quite unfortunate, but they still have another tournament in Europe, which is the Europa Cup, to make amends to the supporters now. At least so this season give them a feel of what is going to come in the coming season.
Okay.
Say players new. Our club so if he's able to do that Europa Cup anymore, I better send a certain signal to the supporters. Now so going into the new season,
okay. But Kai says Kasem Sunya. When Ubenya Ska draw so Ska and TM draw cry almost 900,000 euros. That's good money. Europa League, the Champions League, very lucrative financially. Okay, Yanko Group B.
na group B so ya be me ahwe say the omu table this year. Ten fixtures no group B. Ni nyina eba so 5:45. Bayern for Leverkusen body at Club Brugge. Na FC Porto any Atletico Madrid. Almost group no. Club Brugge already qualified. FC Porto also are qualified. Atletico Madrid at also 3. Omukra 5 points. And Bayern for Leverkusen and so Ekuta 4 points. Now Atletico Madrid and omu game no against FC Porto. Say Atletico Madrid for Eko lusu sa game no. Na ekobasa Bobo ko France Leverkusen Eko sha Club Brugge. Nana Atletico Madrid wa Europa League ni so omu timi nkobo.
Yeah. No you say Leverkusen, yes, Leverkusen ni bo home against Brugge.
Yes. Ti omu timi nkobo Europa League. Ama you say and also pressure started by on manager friend said Diego Pablo Simoni. We also team qualify Atletico Madrid from this group because draw no people were thinking Omo qualify and Omo take Atletico Madrid 1.
Yeah.
Possibly maybe offer be a Porto and Leverkusen be the also. But interestingly a real group no. Na Club Brugge and as I say Omo lead league no. And as a table Omo lead with 10 points. FC Porto 9, Atletico Madrid 5, Leverkusen 4. And America amount and officials no Leverkusen Boca France Club Brugge and America say Leverkusen for no win ofie Bay Arena omu win ya wo ebeko akobo and the Europa League that's Xabi Alonso ebeko Europa League no na FC Porto and so trefie no ebia na Porto so be person obe win ene na wako top group no na che so so abeki so say bia niam abekoye edi ama no enti eno so from that group games kakra eno so betumi aba so na still say dem di kakra no pressure ko Diego Simoni so on say last week me ka say ombuza no say no say the adwuma ni si ko because open manager or just kakese a Diego Simoni na untimi qualify with team from this group no obeja adwuma no akwa na still obi bia ogina no so ogina enra esa ba no se da bi ono de or contract till 2024 ekoba sempo enoma ntimi an qualify Europa League na still na no onya adwuma no obeto aso na one manage club friends Atletico Madrid enti no yakakra from South group no
now share players so Axel Witsel, João Felix, Antoine Griezmann, of course Thomas Lemar and some other few players here injured. Koke enemy are injured, but Rodrigo Dupol, Carrasco,
Kondombia,
oh man,
Jimenez, Stefan Savic, Jean Black lady goalkeeper.
Yes, against FC Porto, FC Portugal, Football Club de Portugal. It'll be a tough game. Sir Christian.
We share the way Porto started Champions League in Obi. Our first game, by Atletico Madrid, and Atletico Madrid shown by 2-1. In fact, Atletico cry winning game no, it was stopping time. And we are winning goal no. The following week, team Bakwa say a man for bet pa na FC Porto. Wakwa away, Atletico ashore by 2-1. FC Porto next home game was against Club Brugge Mekai. Obi enom kolusu 4-0. It's about first 2 games we no. Na Club Brugge na FC Porto na ene or topic group no. Na wa second no. Now about 2 games are on me we need be. But after that 2 games you know, have you checked their reaction? Among 3 games you know, 3 wins. In fact, among Bali Leverkusen boy almost 2-0. Ye turning ye no almost away. Ekoshe Bali Leverkusen 3-0. And on last game, Club Brugge na eba omu fie be so omu 4-0 no. Obi usi omu revenge no. FC Porto tenefie. Ema Club Brugge be share 4-0. Ono so to a Club Brugge no so fie no. The same thing 4-0. And man 4-0 ni bi. So the last 3 games na FC Porto abono. FC Porto win those 3 games without even conceding a goal. Because was Leverkusen 2-0, 3-0 and 4-0. So 3 games now one boni nyina no. So yeah by calculation I think they scored 9 goals without conceding any single goal.
Okay.
Now say a team back who last season any this season nyina no. Am disappointed amount for pa. Atletico Madrid one of them. But because omuni atamfo bebrebe omo shadanya hi it omo disappointed kra na no one even throw them. Because last year they disappointed. And the same thing this year, they are still disappointing. Okay, our last game. Our last game was against I think Bayer Leverkusen. Ofie. Game no pie 2-2. Atletico had a chance of winning that game, a stoppage minute penalty. And Ayane Carrasco. Come on, to Chini. So, say that Andy Kano potentially team na kase na come na better top group no. O ma anya very careful no lusu na game ni we are. one shot even Europa League krano they may not even qualify. And last week I know here last week I think say omo lose 3-0 to Cadiz.
Yeah, Cadiz. Yeah. Well,
you know, omo form no both domestic football. Say I can say you hear the Spanish La Liga table now. Omo 9 points behind Real Madrid. Omo 8 points behind Barcelona. It tells you how bad they been. Your more season in coach baby as how.
Yeah.
Now a year bear 12 games pay. Not 12 games already. We are 9 points behind Madrid. We are 8 points behind Barcelona. It means they've been very, very, very poor and extremely inconsistent. Against FC Porto, FC Porto several motivation because Champions League, you know, yeah, omo beti miaji no, omo the topic group no more. Bayern Munich a topic, Real Madrid a topic. Me sure say PSG be topic group no. Why they very careful? Now could this second na, who do knockout stage na potentially, who be share one of those teams you know. So who person you safe or knockout stage na top your group. Or top your group now, you avoid meeting Bayern Munich, you avoid meeting Real Madrid, you avoid meeting PSG. So that teams in the Ocean knockout stage, no matter how good you are, they have the pedigree, they have the experience. Obetimedia you film. In FC Porto, I think say they have a whole motivation to beat him. Your friend, Atletico Madrid, and now quite first first game required na yawo. Cause game ni pie draw, and from nowhere. Atletico enya sa winning goal no it will share by 2-1 and then omulusu several players there's no Pepe Sansu na branch friend Ja Mario and so injured and a Macho Irube omo midfielder no and a branch friend David Campbell also suspended but I think say in Ivan Macano and Bruno Costa these are players say omo available there I think say omo betimi ha team friend Atletico Madrid omo last game no omo play friend Evan Nelson
yeah
oni bobo brutal Evanes and any Mediterranean, only lead the attack. No last game now, so 2 players now 8 minutes go. What the can Atletico Madrid missed several key players. Thomas Lemar, Coca, and Fimu, Marcos Llorente, Omnia injured. In fact, Marcos Llorente cried against Cadiz and official game. And Alvaro Morata and so Efim against Cadiz. But Alvaro Morata Efim and I João Felix Efim bench about 2 goals. And to me, sure say Senka Morata creme player. Now has a branch of João Felix every bench about 2 goals cradia. Now me sure starting now a best me sure say a nice replacement. And you know there's no Alvaro Morata by João Felix stress say Morata cranny ho. Now the need Finch Babesin and I think say a like for like a replacement.
Okay.
A game heading. I don't see Atletico Madrid winning this game because am I highly inconsistent. To be quite safe and to be fair to them, I think their best results in this game will be a drawn game. But may call for a winner. I'll go for FC Porto win.
Okay. But let's go. So no lose in their last 5 games against FC Porto. 4 wins, 1 draw. And here I will say, oh dear, no so account. But Biggie Wood, under normal circumstances, and himself, let's go a team on considerable. But even in the Champions League alone, they've considered 7. MC Leverkusen and Kwan and are considered 8. Knowing Diego Simeone and it's any defensive structure city any talent and I'm ranting on more demo so and you're more anymore. But he said Atletico Madrid they jump baby ojinai.
There's always a point in time in a club's career and as a coach career, things are not going to go as expected. A typical example, the Liverpool team, especially when coaching is stay for some number of years, they put up good performances consistently. A bedroom time be no matter the quality players you have, no matter the players at your disposal. Obomu said you obey it is part of the game. A sana football here. A drew stage in a when your club or more trust when you bound so now I am sure Diego Simeone is still at post because of a Juma previously why for Atletico Madrid. And everybody feels this is a group what Atletico Madrid qualify from. But before the arrival of Diego Simeone, Nanka Champions League football crampono Atletico Madrid in the Spanish La Liga. So when Atletico Madrid Bibia now force or try so be maintain the middle class status because at that time we Madrid we Barca and if you want my clubs about team Bia Valencia and I say Villarreal and about team Diego Simeone steps in ever break that kind of duopoly between Real Madrid and Barcelona ever be remember the G League title that was when they had that kind of trust in the man. Say Obetimi Aye Juma, even when he had limited resources, Champions League, Okwako PM finals, when they hadn't spent so much for the coach. It don't mean GDA say adwuma ya papa ye man iska bia ehu bia and let's pump the money into it. He's going to be able to help us. Na bosha asase no watimi de yakwa do so. They spent a lot. Quality players on to Joao Felix mo the price they coughed out more than 100 million. And they go for one player and then and a host of other players who have that quality. Azar Witzel, Thomas Lemar. These are key players that on any day a lot of the clubs in Europe they are going to start. But unfortunately things are not working. Against FC Porto, you are going to expect to say Obenya results because no matter Juma Waye any track record. I always say the people in and around the football club are ungrateful. They only remember your good works when things are going well. And say on to me shama on now because at the end of the day, we are not on a club now. Don't know where you invest, they are going to be relegated. And he has a face saving job to do, and it is a difficult game, but I had a record against FC Porto. Last 5 matches, Porto and Timmy Enseno. No matter form of Porto be home, no matter how good they are going to play. And Diego Simeone, you and I know, say, if he decides to get results, that's what set up defensively. A difficult clubs, no matter how quality, but me breaking that defensive line. Now the goals and the boom. I am hoping the stage Drew, baby Omujina. Now I'm coming out of their shells. No more decide to say I'm fighting for the manager. No matter how good you are as a manager, who deploy tactics, or select players. No more Kojina Park and so. Now I'm more. Anya Jumana said they are opener. Obi, there is no way you are going to get the needed results. So I expect Atletico Madrid players and they say, "I'm for game no as their own game. No more game no for my club no any manager no because no matter what manager needs to be made park and to say chance about no ne kwa bashim there be it is you the player that is going to do that kind of job." Okay. So I am hoping say omobe massa history na guide omo say Porto your club and fa one quality okita ontimi chayen in the last 5 matches. So mo ya niam kakra bia mo betimi aboa enya results. No mo ni be game ne dia ma club no na at least an Europa Cup spot ono mo nkonko chance yem fanfiri so betimi atene niam in Europe this particular season obi.
Okay, until Leverkusen win over Brugge, FC Porto, Atletico, Christiansen double chance, FC Porto. Big you here.
I'm looking at double chance for Atletico.
Atletico, okay. Yes. Group A, the almighty Group A.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers, Ajax.
Na Liverpool airport Napoli Anfield. Na me sure say do not refi the first leg.
Yes.
Diego Armando Maradona Stadium.
Yeah.
Kwaya Napoli team no de Liverpool faso. Omutete Liverpool pa born 4. Na another return encounter no Airbus so Anfield. But as I so many Napoli fans now, me hear message almost so Liverpool supporters no answer one control and they go walls ni be home for the Napoli team ahead of game on mobile and
wow, Napoli no welcome here. We are waiting.
First leg nebe baso no.
Ntokwa kwa so ana.
So ba kaya medika be story bia no Liverpool team no one your supporters ni say there are areas in Newcastle.
Okay, so I can
Napoli for the guy.
Yes.
And see, I'm saying no rebata no so dia ba. Na omumi enu qualify. Napoli if I do 2 teams omukra 100% record so far in the Champions League Bayern Munich and then Napoli.
Yeah.
So already table ni be Napoli ekuta 15 points. Liverpool ekuta 12 points. Liverpool so no are winning all games except the game against Napoli.
Okay. That means Liverpool form no Champions League.
Champions League. After some lose first game, all other games are winning.
Okay.
Winning all other games. But Obi, Liverpool in the league losing the last 2 games in the league. And omri babe ram and the game number babe bono. And looking at the quality a Napoli team no. And as I say, Nkofo started on Jordan Club bio on some after so lose the league game back we are obe lose to Lisi. No almost open you so oya Liverpool. Enti baby adini yedru nene club in fact or born game number 400 Liverpool.
Okay.
Enti almost so open ne ya cho na otenase man Napoli sabesha Anfield at a point in time na uye team na over Anfield who show the crowd because when we say Anfield one crowd no crowd to me go.
Yeah.
But a team like Leeds United ko win the game. Yeah. Napoli form muso kromo both domestic any Europe no former Kwaraskari amo any players ne ba omo ba and we understand say Victor Osimhen ebe start again
obesi form and then the Van Dijk bebre Osimhen now move
first leg no o ma de break kan san wo pre film so be kai
yeah we kai pa
and Anguissa Sambo Anguissa o mu nyina no
Lobotka I'm going for more players. Politano, Mario Rui, my pass be weekend deeper. Okay.
Ti ene omuni Liverpool game no. Only the performance mu nyina ka say Liverpool be regret so omo 30 million from Bayern ton. Sadio Mane koye. E can be
me okay yes, I know betumi the account. But say injuries so betumi the injuries. So because Atomelo no mo turn na on to me more ball mentias here. And I'm say more Salah so extending the contract no. And share down more ball papa biasa o. And no create chances not right. But ne no until Darwin Nunes no so no because
Obogu
because we had the Halad by Yama Man City now we had the Nunes almost by 90 million now we had the brand here ebi muso say football na nkasa we use team back over 5 years it was also some kakra machine the trade into here and was say new players here come back to me abo but as a Christian Liverpool against Napoli, yeah, teams ni me no oma qualify all right. But say next Liverpool say lose dia. Not just a pressure no ya doso.
A win have to bet to reduce tension. We say tension is building up. Say tension is building up sa now sa the back sa ku mu a. Now more the pressure no. Now you are giving them more arsenal to pile up the pressure on you. Liverpool are a very inconsistent this season. What the kaka injuries your one. Obi unim say so far this season Liverpool enya 19 different players are getting injuries at different time of the season. Season in baby how many players are you using for the season? Sometimes 25. At most 25. Maybe you 24. 25 players na Liverpool use you know. Emu 19 April at a certain point of the season. Et you know o can Liverpool form now. Untimi ni sa injury factor no enso untimi film as we speak now and when America said their ambition the Premier League no must change from some betimiaji champion or betimiaji Premier League no to just a top 4 or to finish the top 4 now. That should be their modest ambition because as we speak now surprisingly Liverpool are 14 points behind Arsenal and we are 13 points behind Man City but me know ya doing there are two different Liverpool team in the season. You are able league and you Liverpool team able Champions League. Even though said they are not doing so well in the league, you know, but in the Champions League, you know, when they lost their first game against Napoli, 5 games twice I think 4 games they've made justice to that 4 games now. And since I judging club you know, for the 6th successive time. For the 6th successive season, you know, we qualify every Champions League A group stage to the knockout stage. And why are they? But they said, yeah, can say you need to restore your pride. Napoli to me show 4. Now, your opportunity, I want to me avenge sa defeat, you know. So restore your pride. Say, Jareba team say a group not to swear. I think say Liverpool topping the group no, unthinkable because we had a goal difference now. Obi. Napoli as 20 goals I consider 4 goal difference say 16 Liverpool then say 9 so they have a goal difference of 7 so Liverpool bet me assign Napoli 1 it was 4 me boy so 4 Napoli then also tiaba 12 now Liverpool then day akọ 13 18 no so when Napoli team here I don't see Liverpool beating them 4 goals abromu team shebi there esa ha dwene say Liverpool able fie no over the last 2 games, terrible. Ulusu to Nottingham Forest. Now next game, Efie against Leeds United. Now say Lusua. Menyeshu says supporters in team there to Liverpool judging club. Any obia. So say Lusu second consecutive game. Efie Anforda. Now Van Dijk wade odi tu ne ho. Say Van Dijk oba Liverpool. I think oba Liverpool January 2018. Since oba Liverpool no in the league. Say Van Dijk ejiremu kwana Liverpool ebo fia. No Omunusubi. And last weekend for the first time, Van Dijk ejina game Anfield in the league. Na Liverpool elusu game no. And I think say Liverpool for na fan chomo ho. Say you lost your last game against Leeds United Anfield. now next game against Napoli now say belusu dia amo fa nchewo but adwuma na den no cry can tell Liverpool for supporters they say and then they should lower down the expectation. Obi me sure say you kind of best clubs in the whole world on for Napoli in Cameroon. But in terms of current form, Odin Bayadri said the best team in the world at this moment is Napoli.
Yeah.
As we speak now, and the Kaka, two teams at Champions League no, omukra 100% recorder Napoli and Bayern Munich. They've won all their 5 games. Now, Adebakwa Napoli over Bayern Munich and say Napoli and I said more goals in the Champions League so far. Bayern Munich ever attack or Leroy Sané or Sadio Mane or Thomas Muller or Serge Gnabry or Kingsley Coman, Jamal Musiala. These are players are a household name. I think I about Champions League, at this stage. Like a Bayern Munich and I say more goals. Can you want? Bayeka say so Petima I say more goals in the Champions League. It is Napoli. Napoli has 20 goals. Bayern Munich has 16. And said that make a Liverpool Diano. Liverpool 2 teams. Baako about Champions League. Baako ebo league. But Napoli team ni there. You the same Napoli team one about Champions League. You the same Napoli team one about the Italian Serie A. Because as we speak now, Seoko Italia Serie A no Obi. You about 12 games. Onem said they remain unbeaten. In fact, in all competition, Napoli remains unbeaten. In the Champions League 5 games, Oko League in League no about 12 games no. Napoli are winning 10. Adromi available points 36 no. Napoli ekromu 34. That is amazing. And said that Napoli are the top scorers in the Champions League no. Go and check their domestic football. The Italian Serie A. Omuna say goals power Serie A no. Yekasa say so Petima Ashe goals power Serie A no. I think they scored 30 goals in Serie A more than any other team. Competition bia Napoli able biano. Omuna topi in the league they are the omuna topi. In the league they are the top scorers. In the Champions League in their group omuna topi. And again in the Champions League they are the top scorers in the Champions League. Let's go and watch back omuna Napoli omuna Sassuolo over the weekend. Obi amazing performance from Tima Yefene Napoli, remarkable. And almost 4-0. Almost last game was against Rangers in the Champions League. Almost Rangers 3-0, making it 5/5. Adding there, but Liverpool can't stop the ultimate top group no. But dear Liverpool beat me and say let's restore some pride. Ultimate lose our last game against Leeds United. Now Napoli say 4-1. Near Napoli we in fear. Yes, we team but me sure said ne Chelsea Victor Osimhen best starting. Victor Osimhen almost 4-0 almost so about hat-trick. Yeah. It's in form now Victor Osimhen and buy into this game and just more form. Matteo Politano and injured on team game will be. I'm say I think so bet about just one booking away from suspension. Obi una coach I'm just also be resting because you do knockout stage you might need him. Na say just one booking away from suspension there. Sa game we there and come Matteo Politano and try and check akra. Now branch friend Victor Osimhen and Giovanni Simoni. What's a Giovanni Simoni in the last game against Rangers of about 2 goals? Yeah. It was not so bad cry. And said the Tibiano. I think so when Liverpool defense, now and my reading I will say Liverpool bought Tottenham Hotspur this weekend. It's a difficult game for Liverpool against Tottenham Hotspur over the weekend. The coach, and transfer to me resist 13 players. And Trent Arnold will be rested. It's James Milner. And a ball in place of Abrante Fener Trent. Now Van Dijk and Konate abo 4 and 5. No the Chimicas ako left back. And the coach is trying to rest Abrante Fener Fabinho. Say Fabinho di ho na Thiago Alcantara Mobi. Na Harvey Elliott, any Henderson, any Katijo and the bomb fin there. I'm sure Napoli will have a few days or some full battle no. And the Napoli will score a goal. But for Liverpool to restore their pride, I think they will try to avoid a defeat. Okay. A game I must say the 2 teams will score.
2 teams to
Napoli
score.
Will score.
Both teams to score.
Liverpool will score.
Okay.
But I think the possible results, the most likely results in this game will be 2-2.
2-2. Woo.
Yeah.
Okay. 2-2. Okay. Biggie, I basically say.
Obi Liverpool and the last 4 matches in the Champions League. Washington, and the over expected Liverpool benya a result but then again you ask yourself say Liverpool shall not share a Rangers and no share home and away or no share Ajax home and away. I am not going to disrespect these clubs, but Liverpool this particular season, one near Macacrebia, Barcelona, and Suwobi, or much Rama, who said, almost your mum fair for almost quality and it's almost DNA, a difficult on betting on my ball. Liverpool this season in the league, even when Manchester United was having problems at the start of the league, actually Liverpool sharing 2-1. Liverpool and Team Man United. Liverpool against Arsenal, LUC to Arsenal. The only team at Liverpool actually this season is big. At the level of Liverpool and Manchester City. And clearly, we share how our league in the ACL. Now, our Champions League in the toughest side in Liverpool's group. I am Napoli. Not to what quality this season and the more was through. As I said that of a Liverpool DNA. Or not to Liverpool and Team Channel. Until you ask yourself, say, I'm found out about 4 matches in the Champions League. None in our channel. Ocean and Fair now in Timino into Napoli. You ask yourself these questions. So about Joe Gomez. Eddie Akavejo Van Dijk looking at the mistake we against Leeds United, I am not expecting say coach Nebebono. Say some of them etimi ba Anfield. Eba be shape goals my Leeds United. Enya win over that of a Liverpool. Obi difficult to be handle Kvaratskhelia. And that of Victor Osimhen. Football I thought I follow our formula no. But you look at quality and then you compare, you juxtapose the two. No one would say Nema Baye Ding, Eddie Amaya that of a Liverpool. Mohamed Salah still clearly he looks as if say only a helping partner up front since the exit of that of a Sadio Mane. And the defense of Napoli, there is one Korean, Kim Min-jae, solid central defender. A difficult over one Asian who plays in central defense and more a lot of the Asians we know in a European football no and your midfielder maybe no attacker na nyama ekoye the man but central defense now Benja Bisana Eden and the man is doing very well for that of a Napoli. He came in to replace Kalidou Koulibaly and he's replaced him perfectly. So with all this quality at their disposal now here Liverpool so this particular season how things have been very difficult say nemfa for no beat you omona Liverpool ibo home they obey expect say Anfield. You say Kraman be any dey kwampo na nye fie. But then again you ask yourself say Anfield hono na. And at this season Leeds United let me call ma kwa Liverpool now na. That is the big question and that is also going to draw your attention to it say Napoli per the quality they have. Ebetimi ababa be surprise that of a Liverpool. Two teams with quality and it could go either way. But if I am sticking my neck out for somebody, per quality I'm from Napoli this particular season, straight away, I am going to go for a double chance for Napoli, Obi.
Okay. Double chance Napoli away from home or Anfield. Okay. And of course, there is Rangers Ajax. And also one game. And also Mubay Depay, of course, the Ghanaian interest in Kudus Mohammed. Okay.
I asked the only team I watch now Rangers.
Yeah.
Okay, so saying 4-0. The only team I watch first day na. If you over in the game I trust with na, I asked a losing na. I think say me know you have Ghanaian interest. Brian Brobbey no coach need to be more ni Kudus Mohammed. I said the coach is always trying to rotate. Dusan Tadic and Subon so na coach the neighbor. A game I mean so say I asked the Europa League na and I'm because Rangers beat me a share. But Rangers shall got 3 points. No one I would the same 3 points, you know.
Okay.
But look at their goal difference. Rangers goal difference. In fact, Rangers I will Ashe one goal. I consider 19. Rangers goal difference -18. Ayaz goal difference -7. So the goal difference, you know, is so large. I mean, just say they will be able to catch up.
Okay.
Until they are say even Ayaz lose game look right now, they will qualify for the Europa League.
Okay.
But I think the coach, you know, must begin to address certain issues. Brian Brobbey any Kudus rotation, you know. Anytime a Kudus any opportunity be and Obonswa, he shows why he must play. But coach need any video on him. You know say a branch friend Brian Brobbey much more than Kudus there. I do a point in time where I think say the coach must begin to develop a strategy. Obetimabo Kudus and Brian Brobbey together.
Okay.
That would not be bad.
Okay.
Obi, 19 days to the World Cup. And 1st of November.
Yeah.
World Cup no first game the 20th of November. Tiaka 19 days na yenko so na na aboa for na se obamia from Qatar na ya DBB adiaba. He say me say Dubai energy drink for so about on board for the World Cup and mobile outfitters okay omo screen protectors ne ma wana odi hama crash my empire no. But Udi can raise the issue of Abrantia friend Paul Pogba was a setback and a new injury. Says Omar ruling out from the World Cup. And you're already now in N'Golo Kante.
Yeah.
And so no ruled out. And Tiswara two players are on boy. The last time your ball World Cup in France for Nigeria, 2018.
Yeah.
Two midfielders on Mujina Homa France for GN are not making it up to this World Cup.
Yeah.
That is Abranti France N'Golo Kante and Paul Pogba Omopra. Tino say ebi ane kwa kwenye Aurelien Tchouameni munsumo time.
Yeah, on Kamavinga
for World Cup on Kamavinga. But what say World Cup no ni injuries are eba no. Yaso ukoma do Robert bi so ase bufo kakra ya ba on Karim Benzema because I'm say Benzema na saying twetwe ne 9 kakra because of the World Cup. Say enra say we train na no mo ye. As train o ye kakra Benzema say as what pains. Doctors no so ho ni a kuro na wu. Bibia nche the names about
pains.
Also what pains.
So
enti enra at a point when ntimi anwe training. Also no kwa na personal training. At a point when ntimi anwe eno ko ye. Aurelien Tchouameni so no Madrid last 2 games so mobi ka say na overloads almost in Cabranch na say by now why okay ono so bebo but them so ono so ehu the absence of Pogba ne N'Golo Kante bia do say dru na so ento ono so hu say da bi enikwa so opre na bia okoko pra ewo the World Cup no ntimi anko bi unu say Leo Messi so reporter enya say eso aka kire PSG manager Christophe Galtier say PSG last game before say national teams no be kwa camp no Omon rest no bebo oxe.
Okay.
Manager no rest no. Te kamia ko say players ni nyina no looking forward to the World
Messi
Cup.
crowd there. A free weekend he ko nyani so money. Obi a wa share 12 goals I share provided 13 assists there. I was more resting no fresh for the World Cup. It looks like we've got a more matured Messi, experienced Messi, ball no, or botching Senyan Kano Sibono no. And we need Messi for the World Cup because no Wesley Fofana, no Reece James, no N'Golo Kante, no Paul Pogba. We are not too sure of Angel Di Maria, Paulo Dybala. Inti abe Messi stars no. Inti player bia no susu say ne mind be hian wo World Cup ni mo no. I was saying by this time coaches no so no. But ono so beka say na juma no any primary employment in the club side inti obey them but
there's a message GDN na do na nya ne fans omo India say jare benya sa video na oma yes ade we say artwork of Messi we say on be yom dia kwesi no almost any ade ne India
Messi fans
omo India and almost this World Cup no omo strong belief say Leo Messi ever lifting the hands on the World Cup ti the omo ye dia support and then omo ye no dia kwesi so ne so baby omo they trying to celebrate Messi winning the World Cup ewo eye kata na me adma 19 days from now Jumedi no so betimi ahia say nti Messi fans omo India no and na omo so say
omo dia kosi nsuo so ana
say omo dia kosi
okay nti say
no ma mount wo ho no
okay
omo so omo gidi omo won say Messi ebeje World Cup no and
it looks possible because Messi ball no hey the India for now
Korea so omo call war for Messi not Argentina omo call war for Messi to win the World Cup.
Okay. Casillas, me pacho de o anu no ana.
Yeah, dem fancy.
Okay. E da se bebre Andy Casillas na ya tene nkana no ne nsem no de aba de o bia no me sure mo gide soro ko so bia nya ne ho nti ase. Yemra fie. Na nra Kumasi Asante Kotoko share Ken Faisal easy street basically or a game one no krani Ken Faisal. No. Jimmy Kobla ne God na bloody. Panyifo mo ye ni say dia na relegation ni dia em say ebenya abaso because nra Ken Faisal no nenye Ken Faisal ball boy nenye and say they be run games nim Tamale City ni Real Tamale United what a game it was what Tamale be rasa game no of course the Black Stars of Ghana yanko Charles Taylor share na what the Ghana Football Association na ye dwumadie soronko ni nyina no fa World Cup Qatar 2022 no mo ye legends work John Mensah Sam Johnson Yao Prekon Yusuf Alasa Chipsa mention them Tony Bafo Samuel Sekufo John Payne Emmanuel Ajiman Bedu player bia just a player bia what Black Stars ni be paying omo to nsa from rantie and mpanyimfo iso omo mra no mo nanti kakra omo wie na nwumre so no omo ye dina na omo to nsa mfre Charles Taylor obiasu nim say nukrani 2006 World Cup no local players omo ball qualifiers ni bi under Mariano Barreto every boy Ralph Zumdek nom nyina no mre no so na Charles Taylor nom ne Yusuf Alasa Chips ani Don Bote nom ne William Thiero nom no mo edimu tintiman papa ye na asem we no ahye Charles Taylor papa ye say legends walk yam frɛ no na one Tony Bafo will be kapapa ye.
Me feel say also medical cases Ghana no say case local special players here case local player e attack bi a e de talewa we say o why nti na mpesi twa sade ni e de tag o pe eno anu no na ka o so far as them local player nti o hwe ya say professional kwana ye from so that say by see a legend ya nka so obi obo ye bia lo see ye legend and so e me am frɛ onim de ya wo ye wo group o wa ye nyina kasa group chat ba so no ba fu free place bia ono pen ono atusu ne choice open ba see a legend we ko ye kwa wo ku akwa didi what is it ba no krompo no ye tusu o ma so mo ba me am frɛ go my invitation my invitation to me mekan ye ni team and ye na de say wo nya wa be no akọ because of yes me de bia me ba shi players what is it de bia me ba shi players ya coming to e ma sa di okro mo de koto ye mpanfo bi enu say amone men kasa ba me so sebe me ni play bia tem da yes the chairman adwin e bia play we better sing na say on tia say na say no nti cause wa fa me wo time dia me bi say ball no de ye de ball de me ba bi mu so be nya ska obo ndi sankofo no ska de be nya na ball no de ye bossing wo to dia nti me na me sa ne ma no nti obi ball me ti mu say ball we better so na nko kana so nti ase dia me bi say o ma choice o ma chusu nti o mu fa ba me de because I can't legends sebe ya ye ball blaster obi no kwaji waka buy enye ko bubo bi sa di scan enya ya ko retire semebo ada nti one legends omo also mu di ni pen o hwe kran ka legends an ka say ya frege cup na temu ishme money ye don bote ye na ya ji champion ye bi wa Ghana abi ndi ye kran na san ka omo frɛ first ye na premier division no ye Ghana premier division ye na ma na ye tough e wa Ghana so dia say ba obi a okoche Germany sa sabi anko ona chara ma Germany anyi no be bo matches be for e blaster anko ana say onu ye legend no no di anim dia me fi say tank of one ni choice anon so be frɛ nti me enya dia ha me ba dia me ya say how say wo frɛ players bi so omumra ayenya ye group na timi tusu omumra special me nkwan ni pass group no man one frame bi o ma obia invitation so omra fa me nkwan de obia ma me so dia say obama Ghana obi bo too much is crama Ghana o ye Ghana ni ba me pa je say at times na no mo fa respect my because Ghana ha no say ukuta ka Porsche and now we obia de bia we de ukuta ka okọ na oba dia ya respect so your professional player so dia say mu ye ukuta sa cars ni bi mo ba e mu bi say ye de kura nti o mu fie bi because edu ba bia na ya say ye mu bi kura mpo because my under 17 about 2023 my boy blaster and kasama captain about chance the players now mo show legends now more I want to choose players open because say all the teams here making omu say na mo boss omu say na abubi
Charles Asampon Bania Taylor na mani hunu na o church no ni nyina ne say dwumadie no na PFAG for program na I'm say Tony Bafo we dey misusu say na ni na fa so na one ton Sam Fred Charles Taylor opinion no so no edene nsemo ebe but ni nyina me ogide sonko se mpanyimfo betena ase na de ohobia no matumi akana subsequent programs omo beye no omonton Sam Fred Don Botenom Joseph Hendricks no nyina bo Black Stars ni bi panyu ye nyina ye hwe ball ni bi Aziz Ansanom omo nyina bo Black Stars no nti drummer bi say ya na makayo mo so enye omo ekwama no ne no enko a nti e ho nsem kakra no na nra King Faisal na fie ma sant kotkoshe na kamiensa wantumi antimu ba kokra dwumade ne ba na wie no coach Seydou Zebo opanyin no ne
team ni concede goals na o bo against a top team like Kotoko to give that defense a proper defensive shield no play double pivot and obo ba ko pe and na Kotoko Eddie Agadas any Igno Morrison ejina baba ya so e ho no kill game no and secondly Enra for the first time in so many years I think say Dixon Afuakwa played very well an amazing game for Brantia even Dixon Afuakwa and then Mukwala Bass and Kotoko de bia na e ka say apart from goals la no ntimi hye no there was one thing about him movement excellent movement dia na ka ni say Mukwala benya goal and they restore confidence. The gate has been open. The floodgate is now open. how consistent he can be for Asante Kotoko. Very, very, very key. Kotoko said 3-0 there, but I didn't see Kotoko being tested that much. When you see a ball first half New Year, Nakim face a more shot on target. Not even one shot on target. And you know, me sure so Asante Kotoko supporter, regardless of everything be on
Kuala. Richard Boyd Wagadas, fantastic penalty. Nicholas Mensah so a play C ball no kama pa Asante Kotoko enya results. Say Fataisia no here table na Diana Star said that's 10 points. Accra Lions tosumi no 9 points. Brekum Chelsea tosumi and so 8 points. Accra Great Olympics tosu 9 also 8 points. Asante Kotoko etosunum or 7 points. In Suatreman etosun 7 points. Legon City tosun so also 7 points. Mediaman Wache or 6 points. Karela etosun Kron 6 points. Dreams FC 6. Otosu do Heart of Oak etosu do Bakwa 5 points. Samatex Dumienu or 4 points. Kotoku Royals Dumiensa also 4 points. Bechem United Otosu do 9 or 3 points. The Bienu Gold Stars Otosu do no more 3 points. RTU Tosu do 2 points. Tamale City Tosu Edunso or no 1 point.
The fourth for Kim Pfizer. Morrison is a typical example. Wajoli Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He's not around. Uko in attacker Zubairu Ibrahim, who was the best player arguably for Kim Pfizer last season against Kumasi Asante Kotoko last season in the league. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lose 3-2 to Kim Pfizer. No? Zubairu and a ball hat trick at the mark Kim Pfizer in that particular game. Today, who shows Zubairu Aunhuno Oniho Ibrahim Osman and Susu Nihonom and the Kim Pfizer team in the ball last season. Now, this season, there's been a lot of quality I have for the effort team. But I don't know how to replace those quality with another quality has been a problem for the club Kim Pfizer. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, we are talking about, there's been a bit of inconsistencies technically. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko, there were a lot of the core players and also the core of the team around. It is a new coach. Not technical team, a lot of them that's so honma. No move to me a boy coach na mana settle. Only a lot of problems. I said you can fight Albania. And no game no say oh here. Everything in and around the game was about Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I wouldn't take any credit away from Kotoko. But Kim Pfizer na Kotoko born in Rano. And this Kim Pfizer no on the ball last season no. And this season, I clear, evident. So Kim Pfizer first 3 matches before meeting Kumasi Asante Kotoko draw crack Kim Pfizer Mobi. It's a no chair. How bad and poor the Kim Pfizer team is. We a big club like Kotoko, not a share club. Now the money won't conquer in a season. They also oriented capitalizing on that. Now they send the signals to your opponent. Said this season why you ready say Oba baby. And then no one Kumasi Asante Kotoko Jinaso and they send this signal. No. Individually, certain players are expected some member to the party. And no Christopher Nete, there's still a lot of work to be done. I wasn't convinced about Brantelli performance. Nete na ye nimno. So be football. No, the attack. You want those crosses. Never Boama Kumasi Asante Kotoko attackers that you tap onto that ball. Man, who's a netino? John Tedeku gradually is warming himself into the shoes of Ibrahim Muru. Okay. Quality left back. Okay. And I believe, sir, players are not expected some to be back to the party. No matter Juma Mukwala since his arrival. Adiebi a striker being here so be flourish. Na Mukwala achieve games mu. The movement, the anticipation, the sense of awareness. The sense of judgment, when to move and when not to move, and everything. Game, na striker na yes idea no. But idea no here so bit me the ball na to net mu. Na man that confidence. Ube replace a certain striker. And watch 21 goals na go to kwai. It too bad there is that pressure on you. Sounds ube bibi di ama ho. And no club na baba be rem no. And finally, that's important to go ebe here. Na settle striker naba. We are only hoping, sir, in the subsequent games, what is going to be more difficult. Kotoko has to play the team on Thursday. These players would have to step up the game. No more prove a point. Say, you can fight and then you Kotoko channel. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko team it has that quality. I bet me Abuana Niama ko anymore. That Sheriff Mohammed guy in side defense, Obi. The guy has too much quality. Confidence.
Big empires in Pacho, Mr. So, yeah, who can sana? Oh, Kadiogo,
he played well. Team Nina collectively Lucy. But Kadiogo game, he played well.
Confidence.
He showed that yesterday.
Oh, massa. Here no Kadiogo.
So for me, I believe that Emranti and Chere, Asari is also the goalkeeper. Frederick Asari.
Yeah, Fred.
In the last absence,
good to see Justice Blay.
Of course,
yeah.
in Kuku when he came in, Oman the presence, I felt. I saw a good Kumasi Asante Kotoko team, even though Kim Fighter hasn't been that good this particular season.
Okay.
Subsequent games in the Beche, Sekotoko I already so to me defended the title. Okay. But until those things happen, I think Kumasi Asante Kotoko was fantastic yesterday and deservedly now it's a Fataso Munya 3 points.
Okay, Biggie, and I didn't say Mabano. Mama fan to him said the Ghana Football Association at the Jumedia Fufraba almost if you there bay. I have Bosumia woman there Tosso 9. Yeniano Muslimi for Ebesom Abompaye Ama the Black Stars of Ghana. Na ne there Tosunsia Ekosia da so yen Christopher no yakwa sorry ne Akobompaye Ama the Black Stars of Ghana. Okay. When I idea Samba no Ghana Premier League na ya mo diano I know there ya organize bibia anya hwe ya bebo mpaye no mpaye de bia e bodada na aka planning no amode be ya adwuma no ya hwe mu se Ghana any Nigeria Ghana ya de entuma wa akobo Nigeria for dia no na ya free nuanom omo Benin na ya hwe se Cup of Nations 2025 you bet me a host here and I bet me the bed at my host here the Minister of Youth and Sports Yusuf Mustafa and the same way ebaye na Hamza Obin or a former deputy and a former assistant coach Ama had to work on a goalkeeper trainer Eric Amponsa or my Joyce Omoko Ghana Football Association Ninina no efa pama mo e had to work as no more share him says kakakra ebet me aba na suskana emma into mo trokrata come the Ghana Football Association so mo NGO musika no so mo na no so Samatex any Accra Great Olympics omo ball omo game na no so ekwe 0-0 nti ehwe no say weekend so no games no ebet me atoa so na Ghana Premier League room into week 5 yet me ball bear up to bear week 7 and now week 6 kra na e World Cup ne ba and so no ye benya so emfa so papa ye bi Haiti
Obi
Enra ke Faisal ntumi anya adwuma no
yeah e bin si da say ya ball for league matches Akim Faisal enya 1 point kra since Akim Faisal be league
Faisal na ya menya report from training ground say team ni ayemre ntumi ankasa no
enu nim say kotokoso nse Akim Faisal league 3-0 da eti enu ano 2 records na Akim Faisal aye since Akim Faisal be pie league mu 95-96 and the late coach was Emma Fumnum any Dogomoro mo boy am kofa coach friends Massimo Murat so guys are
yes Massimo Murat
yeah ebe wura mu Ghana ha Kim Faisal players omo ball mo de Bashuru Gambo num etia adwuma mo be yato ho
Bashuru Gambo
yes Nicholas Opoku Arian Majari Goli
yes Majari
so any Yimano Asukwa Badu the late any Bibilamo any team we buy 95-96 season e Ghana league mu no Kwame Pokunum and Suraj Mohammed and Co. Nyadi Akim Faisal abo league match week 1 week 2 week 3 week 4 abla wa more draw back krada and Nyadi Akim Faisal abo league game against Kotoko ama Kotoko asane 3 1 te back kra the only time na Kotoko ase Akim Faisal 3 goals no e fall back 2006 e wo sunwan ni renovate Kumasi dano Akim Faisal kra na share first goal Miki Ofosu 11th minute and Yima no say Kufuor Francis Akwafo and Daniel Bonfa and making it 3-1 for Kotoko. Since then, Akim Faisal has Kotoko 3-2. Akim Faisal has Kotoko 3-2 na no other. 2010, Akim Faisal first 3 goals. Na Akim Faisal and Kwan Ese. Kotoko from 3 goals down. Alessa Samuel ni ajebe pulu mienu. Ema ni 3-2. Danana Samuel Adademo ne Wahab Abdumo. Ene ye adwuma ma Akim Faisal. But say Akim Faisal atama Kotoko asa the 3-1 nonsense. Ewa Ghana League. Nyade abiasi da ba nra ni nyina no e bae wa bra players a minim okay boy we go so guy no si account ma nana no more teachers no call 11 wonders Joseph Adujumo mo ta China
Adujumo defender
Akim Faisal
okay Adujumo ba Akim Faisal
yes
China ba Akim Faisal
China wa Akim ba minim die ntia omo use no even last season against
it was the
Kotoko versus 11 wonders one of the best players
yes
MVP but since so buy no Otibet only Perry Addison, formerly of 11 Wonders, formerly of Liberty Professionals. Also, Ignacio Akra from Liberty, no, they no call 11 Wonders. Also,
ɛwɔ King Faisal sɛsi am no ka sɛ a ɔyɛ left back saa players we nyina no ɔmo kiki ma ball ɛmfa ma King Faisal boboku no enti I wonder sɛdeɛ King Faisal lose 2 key central defenders in the person of the Oboni Dean Pius and baako so call a former House of Folk defender Richard Akrofi.
Yeah, Akrofi.
I also want Swatema.
Yeah.
So these 2 players in New York, but Atakusi so call. But King Faisal and Timmy Enya players are almost defend well. Always almost consider against Adriana Stars. Almost say King Faisal make sure so Nyama Beko is still no more consider. So this time around, Nyama ya did Yama King Faisal pa. Ya King Faisal so be team a adansema ye wuni biem 761 adansema be ball Ghana League ene ye hwe na ye huno Asante Gold wo Ghana League ye wuni bio
second division after week 4 Ghana Premier League abakosemu team bi anya 0 points a survive that
in Dallas
okay
in Dallas
yeah Brunberg said there is hope
yes eno there in Dallas the late coach Herbert Ado
okay
ene make it that thing no even Osa the team ni wura mu into FA Cup finals. It took injury time, extra time extra time na ya bono. The Asadi atoso, and I got to konya 2-1 win. Okay,
yeah.
FA Cup. The first time I got to win FA Cup, SRN League or Ghana 2013-2014 league season. So Ebia no, and Ebia beboa second first had be run. Yes sir, King Faisal ya yo club. Waba King Faisal say ko bi wa ye bo league na bibi na baba besimu a na e bi aka King Faisal ko na no ada no say King Faisal e make so benya win over Hearts e wo Kumasi let go e dia survival sa match say King Faisal nya win na ka minim de besi King Faisal versus Lagos Cities ka King Faisal nya win na nso to no obi e make so say King Faisal benya dare na minim bigi nya na stadium and this time around 4 matches King Faisal ni ababia the last 8 league games if from last season King Faisal winless
last 8
last 4 matches King Faisal winless
yeah
and man koyen fama King Faisal kotoko na oye unbeaten the last 8 games
okay
so no mu na we akọ 3 won share we akọ 7 won lose yi and akotoko anya win and King Faisal da so e was so edin pa but manager Tamalege mi hwe bi ansa na me
post it was a good
35 years the nya local derby Tamaleda na Road Masters versus RTU 87 by about professional league yenya biem so no and 35 years after na yenya 2 teams from Sakro mu a omumienu ebo league match niama akoye unum say 2 teams no from division 1 the last 4 matches dey pass obi be say the last 5 matches no obi are ne bako the last 3 I ended draw ni na so 1-1 from division 1 and om dia wuram asa be bo 1-1 ni biem e wo Premier League era so na no e wa de pa e ma niama so timi ko enti yenhwe pa kwasi fa bia e bo adwuma unum say the last time I was free Adriana Stars no one through by performance based na ye issues a e war between one mpanifo say settlements are also me esan say that time oji adwuma no na me dia man that first only did 3 points but no other 10 so between one and that first na just 3 points and other 10 do league no so and our oyi no film and Pakosi Fabian so ye coaches are oma coaching Ghana league no for so many years ade ba ko akar ni so bia obaji league so this time no o hope say eniema be koye na bia ono so announce the presence when it comes to league title winners our Ghana ha says am no ka say so you Basiru for that any Maswa Konadu free one Didi Dramani no money ade a unta hu say coaches now almost start here from late 99 to early 2000s no and you make koye di mo when it comes to so omoje Ghana league any ade coach or they Wild Stars baji from nowhere and as a local coach obabaje Ghana league papa ni dia de Maswa Samuel Buadu from nowhere one retire nche and obaje Ghana league and na no ada so kotoko coach odo amuji league ono so from nowhere o coach nche bia and ono so prosper na togum ebaji league ba omo a ni anim omo se sadia first na obebodi ti say Samade Cecil Jones Atukofio yika frane Hebetado delete omo nyina wu eni wo sisi ano na omo era no utumi say omo ana okwa ha no akwaji league obatimu ye ono ana beje oba ha ono ana beje but this time around coaches ye anim omo no anka yesusu say sa mpanifo we ni wa omo so ba besi ana no league ne je aye den e de amomo the last time ye hu obi sa Basiru for the call ɛyɛ as go 2015 a ɔdo ɔmo gyi deɛ aka nyinaa no new faces so yɛhwɛ anim sɛ coaches na ɛwɔ mu a yɛgye ɔmo di no ɔmo so bɛ revival ɔmo ɛyɛ notes well sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ nneɛma so bɛkɔ yie.
Okay, Bright Yeboah Taylor ɛna watene nka no Andy Casillas tenase na yɛmfa aboafo ne ho nsɛm mmerɛ yɛtiefoɔ ansa na yɛ akɔ ahoma no so na yɛtiefoɔ so atumi akyerɛ ɔmo adwene Andy Casillas.
Okay, Obi, Mamina Sena, Yentoso, Yanka Ghana, Funya, Saturday, Kaka.